Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to keep talking about the practice I had for ping pong skills. And so hopefully I'll bring a longer clip today, as the first clip I had before was kind of short, but more was introduction. So as you can see in the background today, what I practiced in this clip is backhand loop. Specifically on this is for underspin, so more likely what I'm gonna use this is for receiving underspin serves, and I'll loop it on the back end. Which so this is I normally don't use this as much because when you actually playing a match, most likely you're gonna get long, fast serves on your backhand because they're much harder to receive, and shorter backspin serves on the backhand. It's most people don't do that, but in the amateur world, pretty often you're still gonna see people serving to your backhand with underspin. So this is something I have to make sure I cover the ground with. So what I do here is, obviously I have shake hand hold, and what I want to do there is extend the elbow forward so you have enough room to make the wrist movement. And then mostly what you do is more moving the wrist and forearm at the same time, and you kind of just like lift the ball a little bit. So I try to practice mostly across the table, but sometimes parallel. So the parallel one works better because they're probably not expected, especially if they have, especially if they have right hand. If they use their right hand, they're gonna be serving from the backhand position and going right hand. So they're gonna have to make two steps or a pretty large steps to go receive or to receive the return ball on the right. So down the line is actually down the line parallel is probably the harder one to do. But all my techniques there. So what I'm trying to do is loop a little bit harder. But there, what I'm practicing using a machine is actually I'm sometimes trying to skip a ball just to simulate more of the played condition. Where for these ones, because it's underspin, I'm more likely gonna have more time than topspin to react. So for some of them, I did try to drop underspin in between just to practice the underspin skill a little bit. But as you can see, I'm mostly going to across, which sometimes flies over. One thing is because the pad I'm using is the Chinese rubber is double happiness. It's actually a fast rubber, so I'm trying to control a little bit more and trying to go as sort of soft as I can go. Otherwise, it literally just flies off the table. So the other thing that keeps in mind is actually the kind of I guess cleaning liquid, whatever you use to clean the table in between plays, and sometimes seal it with plastics is also kind of important. I have been using two brands. One is Butterfly, which is good in a sense because it actually makes your rubber more spinny, which is good. But on most of the rubber, but the rubber I have, it's like I said, Chinese rubber. It actually is already pretty spinny and sticky, so that's gonna make it a little bit harder to control. So you're gonna have to, I guess, use force a little bit on the liberal side and try to control the ball better. Because otherwise, like I said, literally it just flies off the table. The other one I used was Stiga. So that is much less spinnier. It's more, it hits harder. You kind of need a lot more movement to make it more spinny, but it gives you more control. So that is good. So you have to decide which kind of, I guess, refresh or rubber cleaning solution you want to use. So that is that. But I'll close the video now and just saying, like, when you practice, the other thing I've noticed, things I want to improve is you actually want to squat down a little bit more and not like what I'm doing there, squat down, hit the ball, and then stand up. That's not the right thing. So I'm trying to practice just squat down all the time and hit the ball. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. See you next time.